Hi guys, this is Thorsten from Nocturnal Times. Today we're here with DJ Thera with his new album, pre-recording, release, something. Album is called From the Heart. Well, DJ Thera, tell us something about the album.
Yeah, thanks Thorsten that I can do this interview with you. Well, basically I invited you here. But anyways, I'm dropping a new album called From the Heart. Obviously, because of the Corona period, there is less traveling, there is less things to do outside the house. So you know what? I thought, let's lock myself up in the studio and produce whatever. And that's what I did. And eventually that resulted in this album From the Heart.
Well, basically you've been busy the whole year. I believe 6 releases so far. How many will there be on this new album?
Yes, true. Normally we had everything planned ahead of time, so I thought, yeah, really cool, very active 6 releases. But yeah, you know what? During this Corona times, I thought, you know what? Let's drop another 10. So there are 10 new tracks on there.
So the album is like basically not a collab, but well, it's DJ Thera featuring TCT, TTC. TCC, oh my god, see, he's making me confused. So explain this. You explained it to me before, but explain it to our viewers and the listeners.
Yeah, I like the fact that you're so confused because I always love the whole confusion about that. Basically, TCC is like a pseudonym for me when I do a bit more old school hard trance and hardstyle stuff. So basically, it's like a collab with myself. People are always asking, oh, who's your favorite one to collab? So yeah, for me it's TCC.
So the style of your album is more like old school. You're going back to the roots, basically, back to the 90s. Yeah, a bit trance, a bit hardcore. So how do you come up with that? Why not going with a new kind of sound? Why go back to that old school vibe?
Yeah, for me it's all about where does the inspiration comes from in this video. And the fact is constantly everyone's trying to do a new thing, follow hypes and all that stuff, but because there are no bookings and anything, you suddenly see a little bit of a shift here and there, and it's like it immediately takes you to the core of yourself as a producer. What do you want to make? What do you want to create? And without thinking of bookings, organizations, whatever, it's really literally from the heart in that case. And it's like, you know what, I really wanted to go back to the roots. I've been releasing music since 2000, so that's like 21 years now. And I thought, you know what, that whole beginning period, hardstyle was a mixture of indeed trance, hardcore vibes, all those kinds of things. And I thought, you know what, let's search all those old folders and everything to get inspired. And yeah, then things just magically went really fast, and all of a sudden I had an album finished. So that's basically how it went.
So you said like you got inspired from all these old content. So which old DJs inspired you then? Like which artists like influenced your career?
Career is a big word because yeah,
21 years.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so it's a lot of artists. Well, obviously I have a Prodigy shirt on here, so that's a big influence. But speaking of more hard dance stuff, in the beginning period it was guys like Scott Project, K Tracet, like the old German hard trance kind of stuff that really inspired me a lot. Also, if you go back to the hardcore, it's guys like Promo, Ophidian, Nosferatu. It's the kind of the millennium sound, you know, the really melodic stuff and still really rough. And I like the combination of the whole melodic thing having with rough beats, and that's kind of what I did. With the album though, it's also guys like Zani, the old Showtek stuff, old Deepak stuff. It's stuff like that inspired me, and even the old stuff that I made in the past with Brennan Hart. So also the old Brennan and Hart vibe is a little bit back on that album. So in the end I'm really proud of how the album sounds, and yeah, I can't wait to show it to people.
Well, more to listen to people, because I've been listening for quite a while now when he's playing those beats. So you said like you got inspired by all these old DJs, all those old hardstyle DJs, trance DJs, German DJs, and then you said something like, well, because of the stuff going on in the world today, a lot of people, you see a shift. Like, where do you see the shift going to once this thing ends, hopefully soon, and we can party again? So where do you, I hope next year, what kind of music do you see then prevail?
I think it's always the crowd that decides, basically. I mean, I can drop this album and no one will listen to it, and then eventually, in most negative terms, my career completely ends. You know, that could be a possibility, and something else that other guys come up will get really popular. It's I have no clue. It's all about what people do like. I mean, that's also always what I try to tell people. Like, if you like something, share that, and that way you actually help that artist to get more reach and get the popularity it deserves. And that's my only hope, that people now hopefully realize that talking bad or negative about things they don't like, that will cause a lot of attention to that, which makes it actually popular. So you know what, forget the whole negative shit, focus on what's positive and what you do like, and give that some attention. And that's something I can only hope. I'm not like I'm no fortune teller or anything, so I have no clue what next year will happen. But yeah, I wish people would look a bit more like that, you know.
Well, you're not a fortune teller, but 21 years of experience should kind of give you an indication of where this thing is heading to. Like, probably had a lot of bookings this year. Should have. So which one are you looking for next year? Like, what's the inspiration to be like, well, this one I really wanna have?
Well, this is kind of crazy, but in March my US work visa got accepted. So I had a big USA tour planned. Fortunately, I had the luck that I could perform at the first two US bookings, but obviously the rest all got postponed. Also, there was an Asia tour set up, all got postponed. So I can't wait to get back to that and perform at places I've never been, because that's always really, really interesting. If you travel somewhere where you've never been, and then you see people knowing your music for all of a sudden, it's like, whoa, even here, you know. So that's always what I like. Obviously, I kind of forgetting the festival feeling, because it has been so long. It's like, is it still March, you know? Because normally, yeah, you kind of miss the whole festival vibe. So it doesn't matter which festival, but I just want a festival. I'm looking forward to that. So let's leave it at that.
Well, it makes sense. I guess we're all waiting for like this festival season to start up again. So let's ask you another question. Like, you're like, well, an old guy in the industry from 21 years, really old. So during these years, what inspires you? Is it movies? Is it books? Is it other people? What keeps you what keeps your inspiration up? I mean, you got to come up with new stuff all the time.
Yeah, it's an interesting question, because the funny thing is, if you say it like that, it's like, shit, indeed 21 years. But it doesn't feel 21 years to me. And still, I have this urge to produce music constantly. It always feels like I don't have enough time to produce. So, yeah, I do. Now I have. I'm like, I'm actually now scared that I won't drop another album in like 3 months or something. But it's very simple. What inspires me is music, and if I'm making music, that can already inspire me to create even more music. So it's like a snowball effect. So yeah. It's just simply music. It can be any music, by the way, so it's not necessarily hardstyle, hardcore, or anything. So it's just music that inspires me. That's it. It's that simple.
So German Schlager inspires you?
Oh, I have like this secret folder.
All right.
No, let's not go there.
All right, so I said, like, what inspires you? Let's ask a different question. You like movies. So, in what movie would you like to see your music coming back?
Yeah, that has to be a science fiction movie. It can be something from Marvel, for instance, or even better, like a science fiction Christopher Nolan movie. That would even be better. That's like mind-blowing stuff. So yeah, something like that would be really awesome. So yeah, definitely something futuristic.
You heard it, Christopher get his music. New album dropping soon. What date exactly are we dropping it?
The album is dropping 20th of November. The funny thing is, it's first gonna drop exclusively in my web shop, which is called From the Heart, also, but you spell it different. It's hard, HRARD .com, and the week after, the 27th, is gonna be available on all portals.
Sounds amazing, guys. You heard it. Peter, aka DJ Thera. New album dropping soon. Woo-hoo. Thanks, guys.